Okay, in the middle of Ashrei, not in the middle of Ashrei, we're starting Ashrei. We gave Hagdama last time, which was the Hagdama into the Kedusha and the Tara and the Gavaldiga Inyanim that's going on behind Ashrei. Today, Be'ez Hashem, we're going to talk about the actual words and try to get to some of what's actually going on. So hopefully we understand a little bit better of what is happening. Two things I want to mention, just a couple of things before we actually start the words again, if I don't mind, a little bit more of a Hagdama for Ashrei. I mean, Ashrei could just keep on going because of Ashrei, you know what I mean? There's a Modig Yisod V'Shosh V'Avoda. You should look this one up in Shar Shlishi, in Perek Chamishi, where he brings down, it's brought down everywhere but he brings down this Gavaldige Gemara in Shabbos, where the Gemara says, the Omer Beleza, Omer Chanina, Kol Omer Tila David, Sholosh Bar Mechol Yoy Muftach Shu Ben Anavabah. We spoke about that last time. And then he brings down Omer Yosi, Yechelki Im Goimrei Halal B'Chol Yoyim. I want my portion in the next world to be with those people that say halal every single day, which is amazing because we're going to say halal tomorrow, so that's wonderful, but we don't say halal every single day. What does it mean? So the Gemara explains, and the Gemara asks, what does that mean? It's talking about Pesukah Zimra, meaning Rabbi Yossi said, I want my chelek to be with those that say halal every day, meaning those that say Pesukah Zimra. And what is the exact definition of Pesukah Zimra? Tehillah David ad kol neshamal. So starting from the words that we're dealing with today, Ashrei Yoshev Yisachar Tel David, that is what we call the beginning of real Pesukah Zimra, and that says Rabbi Yossi, I want to be with those people. I want to be the same portion as those people that finish it every day. So it's an amazing, amazing opportunity. The Yisod V'Shorish Avoda, when he talks and he goes through every pasuk, it's absolutely mind-boggling how much simcha a person should put into his heart when he says the words of Ashrei and what they mean and how much meaning he has to have. As we said last time, the idea of that anyone that says Ashrei 3 times a day is muftach, is guaranteed that he's a ben olam haba, does not mean that you simply say the words, but it means you understand them, you appreciate them, and you live them. Rav Schwab Zatzal brings another interesting idea, that he says there are 2 ways. We know this from anyone that has learnt Reishas Chochmah, anyone that's learnt Yisod V'Shorish Avoid in the beginning, and many others for him as well. There's 2 ways of basically connecting and relating to the Rabbeinu Shalom. One is through Ava, love, and one is through Yira, fear or awe, whichever way you want to translate it, right? Different ways that people feel close to the Rabbeinu Shalom in that way. Whether it's, the Yisod V'Shorish Avoid in his Akdama, in Perek Aleph, discusses the 2 different types of people and how you... Yeah. Very good. So there are 2 aspects of relationship to Rabbeinu Shalom. Reb Schwab actually seems to be hinted to in the Tefillah of Ashrei Yoshev V'Secha. And he says that the composition of the 21 psukim over here, 11 of them are what he calls B'loshen Noichach, which means in second person. That means we address the Rabbeinu Shalom directly, you, right? And the other 10, we address the Rabbeinu Shalom in third person, B'loshen Nista, he or his. Now, when we address the Rabbeinu Shalom in second person, you, that's Ava, that's love, that's, someone you're very close to. Whereas when you have awe of someone, as one should have for the Rabbeinu Shalom, then you talk in third person and you say, his. And therefore, says Rav Schwab, the Ashrei Tefillah that we're about to explain very much has a combination of both Ava and Yira, of the 2 ways that people get connected to the Rabbeinu Shalom in that way. Now let's move on to the actual translation and let's discuss it. We're not going to get that far, but we'll try to at least a few psukim today. So Ashrei Yoshev V'Secha, obviously praiseworthy are those that dwell V'Secha in your house. So the question is obviously, what is in your house? So, although they'll say that it refers to those sitting and learning in the Beis Medrash and everything else, which is wonderful, and it's very, very true that us sitting in yeshiva should be very, very thankful for the Rabbeinu Shalom that we have the opportunity to sit in yeshiva and to sit in the Beis Medrash. For those people that work and they're able to go to the Beis Medrash for an hour or 2, whatever it is a day, and sit and listen to a shir or learn with the chavrusa, that's wonderful. You're sitting Veisach, or you're sitting in the house of the Rabbeinu Shalom, which is incredible. But I will tell you that Rav Schwab brings Rav Shimshon Rafal Hirsch, that he explains it doesn't mean literally in that way, and he brings rayas why it's not that way, but rather it means very beautifully, anyone that has a connection to the Rabbeinu Shalom, anyone that has a relationship with the Borei Olam, that has a connection to the Melech Malchei Amlochim, is someone that's always in Hashem's house. You're always connected to Hashem. Whatever you do, you're connected to Hashem. So the very first thing we say is Ashrei Yoshvei Veisecha. How praiseworthy are those that live in the Beis Medrash, the Beis HaKnesses, and in our headspace, we're living with the Rebbeinu Shem in that case. Oid Yahalalucha Sela. Okay, right? Continually they praise. In that case, that means we are saying not only do we want to praise the Rebbeinu Shalom in this world, we also want to praise the Rebbeinu Shalom in the next world as well. Ashrei ha'am shekachalai, Ashrei shekachalai, Ashrei ha'am she'Hashem elaykov. That means that we are thanking the Rebbeinu Shalom that we are His nation and that we have His Torah to keep. And we have the opportunity to have a guide of our lives. The Torah is not a composition of rules and regulations of what not to do to make your life difficult. Forget. The Torah is a rule book, how to use life in the best possible way. Right? Just like when you buy something, it has an instruction manual, how to use best, and you'll gain the most from the machine in that way. If you want to use life in the best way, Torah mitzvahs. And that's what we're saying. We are happy to be in the house of Hashem. We know that we have a direct connection to Hashem, which is also a very, very special opportunity and a wonderful privilege. And here we start now with what we call the Tehillah David, which is the Mizmor that David HaMelech wrote, which is obviously the beginning of what Chazal say is the Pesukah de Zimra and the beginning of the Hallel that Rabbi Yossi said he wants to be part of. Tehillah David, right? We know that the first and last pasuk over here of this Mizmor open with Tehillah. Tehillah means to praise something out of the ordinary. David HaMelech is about to say, Rabbi Sai, I am about to praise the Rebbeinu Shalom extraordinary, completely out of the norm, out of ordinary things. We're about to express in this Mizmor something incredible, something very, very special. So that's Tehillah David. I remimcha Elokai HaMelech. Right, I exalt you, my Melech, my King. David HaMelech is saying that the Rebbeinu Shalom is the Melech of the entire world, and we say, Rebbeinu Shalom, we raise you up high in our eyes, and we want you to be that way in the world as well. And even if Hashem does things that I don't actually understand, I accept it because I don't need to understand it, because I know that the Rebbeinu Shalom is the Melech Malchei Amlachim. And therefore he runs the world, he understands the world, he created the world. The one that created the world understands how to run it best. I don't, and I'm okay with that. And that's what we're saying with those moments as well. Right, this is a very, very important thing that we're saying over here, that we want to continuously bless the Rebbeinu Shalom, praise the Rebbeinu Shalom, not only in this world, but also in the next world as well. Like we say, Yiskadal v'Yiskadash Shemei Rabba, that the Rebbeinu Shalom's name should be exalted and placed on a higher place forever. And that's what we're saying, V'avarcha Shimcha La'olam Va'ed over here. V'chol Yom Avarcheka. Every single day I bless you. And David HaMelech is telling us a very big yesod. There are some days that we wake up and they're hard and they're difficult. And sometimes we feel like, don't want to get out of bed. And who knows what the day is going to be. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. David HaMelech is saying, B'chol Yom. Every single day we have to say, the Rebbeinu Shalom, we understand that you run the world. You are the source of all bracha, of everything in the world. And we want to bless you every single day. V'Hallel Shimcha La'olam Va'ed. And we'll praise you forever and forever. And we recognize in everything that happens in our lives, it comes from the Rebbeinu Shalom, and the opportunity to thank and praise Hashem is a wonderful opportunity. With Hashem, tomorrow we shall continue.